guys, happy Wellness Wednesday. Good to see you. Hope you're doing really great today. I'm very jazzy and very snazzy and feeling quite zesty because I want to give you something. And that's always fun to do. So, I don't know if you checked out my blog this week over at kriscarr.com. I was writing about my journaling practice, which we're going to talk about today. And also, I shared that I have these two beautiful journals that I want to give away to 5 lucky winners will win both of these, which I'm going to tell you all about. So one says, make magic. And the other one says, you got this. And these are journals that I created. I don't sell them. These are journals that I give away to my friends and my family and my colleagues. I usually give them away at the end of the year, so I'll order a batch around the holidays. And I just give them out with love notes saying thank you so much for being in my life. I hope you had a fantastic year, and I hope you have an incredible new year and that these journals serve you well, because I love journaling so much that I want to share it with other people and encourage other people to write down their thoughts and their dreams and their wishes and their health goals and to track their health. Just like the wellness tracker that I created for you guys, that the wellness tracker was born, I think, in this journal. I think all my notes for the wellness tracker are in this one. And then it became a PDF that I created for you. And it's becoming something even bigger, which I'll tell you about soon, making something special for you. But anyway, I was up in my attic. I need to clean my attic out. There's a lot of stuff up there, you guys. I need to have a tag sale. I need to simplify. I need to Maria Kondo my life. And so there's some extras. I want to give them away to some of you. I can't give them away to all of you because I think I have like close to 600,000 followers on Facebook. I don't have that many journals to give, but there's a good number of them. So to find out more about it, click the link in this post, or if you like to type, if typing is your thing, if typing tickles you, then you're going to go to kriscarr.com/journal giveaway. I'm reading that so I get it right. kriscarr.com/journal giveaway. And if you tag a friend, you can tell them about this giveaway. Maybe you would want to give one of those journals to a friend, like I said. Go ahead and tag them in this post. Maybe they would get a chance to win too. Maybe you'll both win and you can both share, and then you both have both journals. Does that make sense? Is that the math? I'm not sure. Anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about why I love it. I'm going to start with my journal practice. And hello, everybody. It's so good to see you. Wow, look, so many people logging on. Hey, so great from all over the world. Michigan, Canada, New Zealand. Wow, hi, guys. So great. Welcome back to our Wellness Wednesday time together. So I started journaling when I was 16 years old, give or take around that time. And back then, because I still have some of these journals, I was very focused on boys and ballet. That is what I wrote about for the most part. There's some other juicy things in there too, but boys and ballet were my jazz back then. And my practice and what I write about has certainly changed a lot over the years. In my 20s, I was introduced to this book by my mom. My mom has shared so many great books with me over the years along the way in my journey. It's called The Artist's Way by, Julia Cameron. This is an oldie but goodie. This is an OG book. This is the real deal. This is my copy from the 90s, right? So I've had this one for so long. It's yellowed, it's dog-eared, it's highlighted. The exercises in here that I have written, it's unbelievable what I was focused on. It's really awesome to see. And I'm actually looking at some of my notes that I wrote to myself in my 20s in this book. So this totally took my journaling practice to the next level. And what does it look like today? Well, it's really simple. It doesn't take long. I do it first thing in the morning, and it helps to ground me. It's part of my morning practice. Right now, I track my wellness. I really talk to myself in my journal. I will ask myself questions. I focus on my mindset. I focus on my dreams in my journals. If there's something that's troubling me or stressing me out, or if there's a problem I want to work through, I rough draft it in my journals. And so that's what it looks like. It really only takes me maybe 10, 15 minutes. If I have a luxurious amount of time, then I'll spend more time doing it because I enjoy it so much. And the benefits, I think, are pretty fantastic. Not only does it help with your focus, it helps with your mental clarity, it helps with your memory. And there's some great studies that say that you're 40% or over 40% more likely to reach your goals if you just write them down. It's as simple as that. So you'll get to know yourself more, trust yourself more, get in touch with your gut wisdom. How many of you have ever asked yourself, like, what do I think about this? How do I feel about this? What does my body say about this? It's quite amazing to ask yourself questions like that. Because again, not only do you get to know yourself, but I was saying on Instagram earlier, one of the prompts that I use is, how do you feel today? Just saying that to myself or just writing that to myself is so nourishing. It's so wonderful. Just writing it and reading it makes me immediately think, oh, isn't that nice you care about me so much? Isn't that so wonderful that you would take the time to ask me that question, me? Thanks. and that feeling alone changes your body chemistry. When you know you've got your own back and you're curious and you're concerned and you're so loving to yourself, it changes everything. It really does. You develop that deep, radical, ferocious, fantastic friendship with yourself. And I think that's a big part of what happens when you commit to a practice like this. So let me talk to you about some prompts that you can use, because so many people have said to me, like, what do I say? If I'm new to this and I'm really interested about this and I just don't know how to say it, I don't know where to start, what to write. If you're not going to guide me, what do I do? So over at the blog, I published a blog that gives you 7 journal prompts, 7 ideas. So I'm going to share a few of them here. I'm also going to share, I have a fly joining me in this Wellness Wednesday. I cannot shake this fly. Last week, my first guest was Brian. This week, it is this fly. So if you see the fly on me just now, featured guest on the show, really difficult to book, but we got him or her here. Dealing with the manager of this fly was a nightmare. The fly only likes green M&Ms in the fly's trailer, but whatever, we just made it happen. So maybe you'll see the fly. Okay, so let's talk about some prompts that will help get your creative juices going so that you can enjoy this practice of checking in with yourself, because that's really what it is. I shared one, my favorite one. How are you feeling today? Wow. Told you all about how that one makes me feel. What can make this day even better? What could you do today to make this day even better? Well, first and foremost, to put you in the mindset of, oh, the day is good. Number 1. Number 2, the day could be even better. What would I need to do to make the day even better? This is not a big deal. It's not like, well, I need to be in a Ferrari. That would make the day even better. Right, okay. Not for me. That would scare the bejesus out of me. But it might be, you know what? I need to have that difficult conversation. That's what would make the day even better. Or I need to call my best friend and say, hey, good luck today. I know you have a big meeting and I'm thinking about you because that makes me feel good and makes her feel good. And so on and so forth. What could you do today to make this day even better? Or what could make this day even better? What does your body say about this idea or decision? So often we have so many decisions to make. We're like idea or decision Pez dispensers, right? And that's where this phrase or this, I don't know what you call it, decision fatigue comes from, right? Because we're bombarded with decisions. And so often when we're in our heads, when we're approaching decisions from a cerebral place, we're not really connected to our bodies. We're not connected to our hearts. We might be connected to our shoulds or our get it dones or our, just like grit and bear it, hunker down, get it done mentality. We just might say yes to people please or so forth and so on. But when you stop and you ask your body or your heart, how does this feel? Would this tire me? Would this inspire me? Get ready for the wisdom. You may not like the wisdom. You may not act on the wisdom, and that's okay. Maybe you're not ready to. Maybe you're still feeling like, oh God, that would really feel so uncomfortable to speak up for myself like to say that right now. And that's okay. So maybe the next time you will. But at least getting clear about it, about what you actually want, and starting to perhaps have the dialogue with yourself in your journal. Okay, I'm not willing to make this boundary right now. But why? And how could I? And what could I do to start to thaw around that idea and start to take actions in that direction, in the direction of standing up for my life, of showing up for myself and doing what I want, not just what everybody else wants. So you can see how this practice starts to drill down further and further and further into the heart of what matters to wonderful you. Okay, so here's another good one. What's not working? What's not working? Just asking that question, if you're honest, it's amazing what will come up. What's not working? Or what lesson can I learn from this experience? Again, I was sharing, I always go live on Instagram first. It's like my dry run for y'all. I was sharing how when I ask myself, what lessons can I learn? I am less likely to be intimidated by trying new things. So I don't ever set the goal or intention to crush something, to to be the best at something. I always set the intention or the goal to learn something because my focus is about growth. I don't focus on perfection when I can help it. I think we all fall into these traps, but when we really encourage ourselves and we challenge ourselves to focus on growth, I think we're so much more open to what comes our way. We're more open to the learning, to the teaching, to the trying, as opposed to being so fear-based. I don't want to do it because what if I mess up? Well, I don't want to do it because what if I humiliate myself? I don't want to do it because what if I hurt somebody's feelings? And then you don't do anything, right? You just kind of hang out. So what can I learn as opposed to how can I be perfect or how can I be the best at this thing? Chances are, if you focus on what you can learn, you might end up becoming the best. Hello, boom. Okay, let me share one of the prompts that I didn't share on the blog, and I'm going to check in with you in a little bit. But let me just remind you that there are some journals in my attic that would really like a home. They are going to come to you with a love note from me. I'll be signing them, writing a little personalized note. You get a chance to win both of these. You can give one to a friend. You can keep them both for yourself. Go ahead and tag your friends in this post, or tag the friend you'd like to give this to in this post. Let them know, hey, if I win this, I'm going to give this to you, friend. And maybe they'll enter too. And also check out the link in the post. And if you like typing, like I said, you can go to kriscarr.com/journal giveaway and just enter to win. Okay, so one prompt I didn't share was this. What's really going on? What's really going on here? I don't know about you, but sometimes I get myself in a lather. I get worked up about things, or maybe I'm moving so quickly that I don't realize that I'm feeling sad, or maybe somebody said something to me that hurt my feelings and starting to, just burrow under my skin and create some sort of festering situation. Never good. And when that happens, sometimes we react in a way that's poorly. We act out, we lash out, or we shut down, and our behavior starts to change. And you're like, wow, what am I doing? This isn't me. What's really going on here? When you ask yourself that question, the answer comes quite quickly, I find. Maybe you have to ask it multiple ways if it's coming slowly for you, or multiple times. But what usually comes is, I feel hurt, I feel sad, I feel insecure, I feel judged. I felt like what he said was really judgmental, and that hurt my feelings, made me feel bad about myself. Right? So when you get clear on that, you can heal that. You can clear it. Get clear on what's going on, and you can clear it out of your system. Oh, I see. See, that triggered something in me that's super old. It's not about what that person said. It's about old boo-boo that I still need to just put some love on top of. Or it's about, you know what? I bet you that person didn't mean it this way, but I need to come clean with them so that I don't hold some sort of resentment and mess up this relationship. Or maybe I'm just making assumptions. maybe I am not following the 4 agreements and I am making assumptions all over the place. I'm just like, assumption, assumption. And that person didn't mean that at all. And if I'm just brave enough and loving enough to say, hey, I took this that way. Is that what you were thinking? We can clean this right up right quick. So you can see as I go through these scenarios, these, metaphoric scenarios, how just one simple question that you ask yourself and you're willing to get still and answer can lead to a treasure trove of opportunities for growth, for joy, for success, for healing, and so forth and so on. Okay, so a couple of questions came in on the blog that I want to just address, and then we'll wind down. And you guys make sure that you register to win these 2 cutie patooties. I only have a few left. This is a limited time. You can't buy them. I don't sell them, but I am making something special for you in the coming months. But we're talking about this right now. Got some extras, got to clean out the barn. So you want to go to kriscarr.com/journal giveaway or click the link in this post, get all the details, and maybe you'll win both of these cuties. Okay, so 2 questions that came in that I thought were kind of interesting, well, not kind of, very interesting, was what if something happened to me? What if something happened to me I wouldn't want people to read? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that fear, right? And so my answer, and I hope this doesn't sound flip, is to let it go. Because all that fear is going to do is stop you from connecting with your divine, precious, wonderful self, right? What other people think about you is none of your business, as the saying goes. It's the saying my therapist, Carol, says to me all the time. Hey, Carol, if you're watching, see you tomorrow morning. But what other people think about you is truly none of your business. If you are gone and they are judging you, that is on them, not you. And what matters is what you think about you, how you connect to you, how you champion you, how you stand up for you, how you show up for your own life, how you share your love, how you shine your light. That is what matters, not what other folks think. So again, I would let that go because I feel like that's just something that's going to get in the way of you doing magical work with yourself. And then another person was talking about, well, what if somebody reads it here and now? Like this person isn't having fantasies like, I've gone on. What do I do? And by the way, one of the things is I am going to do, and I haven't put this in any of my, final will and things like that, is I want to burn my journals. And I periodically burn them because I've written so many, written in so many of them. I have a small attic. There's only so much room up there. And so I will have a huge celebratory bonfire and I just burn my journals and it's fantastic. So you can also put plans in place for when you're gone and what you want to have happen to your journals. Maybe your dear friends and your besties will have a beautiful bonfire for you and celebrate your life. So, lots of options, lots of ideas. And for folks who are currently in situations where they're living with a partner or a spouse and they're nervous that somebody or a roommate would read their journals, I would just have a strong conversation about boundaries. Saying, look, I write in journals. Journals are very important to me. And I really, these are incredibly private. So I know I don't need to say this, but these are for my eyes only. And if anybody would read your journals after you make period, you shouldn't even have to make that boundary. That's a bigger conversation. Are these the type of people that you need in your life? If they're friends, maybe not. If they're roommates, maybe not. If they're family members, maybe there's some family therapy that needs to happen or some deeper healing that needs to be put in place so that trust can be a part of your relationship. So we could have a whole Wellness Wednesday about that topic, my friends, but those are my responses to some of those questions. And let's see here. That's about it. Let me check in with you and see how you're doing. And don't forget, check out the pinned comment, check out the link in this post, enter to win these 2 beautiful signed journals from me to you. And let me say hi. Okay, hi. Yes, burning the journal ritual. Jenny loves that. Hey, Dee. Yep. It's very liberating, so Kris says, to burn your journals. You get a new one, there's a time. Oh, do you begin a new one even though there's a time lapse? I just keep going. I keep going till I finish the journal itself. And then I move on when it's done, and I always date them at the top. And then I can look at all of my journals and be like, wow, this was the spring of 2014. What was going on, right? But I do like to finish them. Okay, let's see here. I'm about to write a book to inspire and encourage others. Bless you. That's so wonderful. Guys, my lights just flickered, so I'm probably going to lose power because we have a storm, so I should wrap up soon. If I stop, it's not because I'm just quitting on you. It's because I lost power. So I'm just giving you the heads up right now. Love you. My first time to join in. I think I'm hooked. Hey, that makes me so happy. Have you been spying on me reading my mind? Hey. Fun minds, unicorn minds, think alike. Love you, love journaling. Okay, great, you guys. Well, I hope that this was a fun topic for you. Again, go ahead. I hope you win. I'll send you a love note. Maybe I'll send you some added clutter too, if you don't mind. I really do want to clean things out. I'm kidding. I won't do that to you. And I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. And until then, take wonderful care of your beautiful self. Okay,